Gordon and Henry were being prepared for the long trip. James promised to Gordon that he would do a good job with looking after the shooting star while he was gone. While James didn't want to be too ungrateful about not being one of the engines chosen for the Railtour and was to be looking after the shooting star, there was one engine on a railway in Preston who was the opposite.
And you too, Finn, with looking after the Flying Kipper and my other jobs.
You can count on me, Henry.
I've got your couches ready for you, Edward. And that headboard on you looks cool.
There you are, Edward.
You're up bright and early.
Indeed I am. The other engines in the Fat Controller will be coming here to see us off.
Goodbye, you three. Have fun and be a credit to our railway.
Good luck, Edward!
Oh, be sure to look after your crank while you're gone, Edward.
Oh yes, it's great to be an engine and go steaming along, a puff, puff, puffing along, a peep, peep, peeping along, all the people waving as you speed along, a puff, puff, puffing along all day. We're all so proud to be famous engines and travel through the countryside. We're always brave when there's hills to climb. No mountain is too high. Oh yes, it's great to be an engine as you're steaming along, a puff, puff, puffing along, a peep, peep, peeping along. Fly along the rails as your wheels go round, whiz, whiz, whizzing around all day. It doesn't matter come rain or shine, there's always things for us to do. And in the cold, cold winter time, we're ready. When you light the fire and stoke the boiler, and we'll be there for you. Oh yes, it's great to be an engine as you're steaming along, a puff, puff, puffing along, peep, peep, peeping along. Feel the wind around you as you push along, a puff, puff, puffing along all day.
Just think how wonderful it would be to live on the magical island of Sodor, helping Thomas the Tank Engine and his friends. All day long it would be like a dream come true. If only I could be an engine too.
Oh yes, it's great to be an engine and go steaming along, a puff, puff, puffing along, a peep, peep, peeping along. All the people waving as you speed along, a puff, puff, puffing along all day. Oh yes, it's great to be an engine as you're steaming along, a puff, puff, puffing along, a peep, peep, peeping along. Fly along the rails as your wheels go round, a puff, puff, puffing along, a peep, peep, puffing and puff, puff, puffing and steam around all day.
the island and were soon getting closer to Vickerstown.
Hello, Skarloey.
Hey, Edward. I take it you two are doing the rail tour to the Railway Museum in York.
We sure are. If we're lucky, we'll get to see the Flying Scotsman in Malachy there.
I bet you two will have a great time there.
Good luck, and make Awdry and Allcroft proud. By the way, Rheneas, did you know that my railway has their own TV show about dragons? Not until now. Maybe I can ask my driver to show me some episodes. Soon the cavalcade crossed the Vickerstown Bridge and onto the mainland.
Look, Dad! It's the three railway engines from Sodor!
That looks like the diesel that startled Philip a few days ago.
Who's he called?
I'm not sure. Hello? You must be the diesel who startled Philip.
Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry. I may look menacing on the outside, but on the inside, I'm a gentle giant.
I see. My name's Henry.
You must be one of the engines taking this Railtour to York. They call me Smoke.
That's an odd name.
For a diesel it is. The reason I was called that is because of when I broke down when I was passing through a station. Because I made so much, well, smoke, the name stuck. I did get annoyed by it, but over time I started to not mind it.
What brings you to Barrow?
Well, I was on my way back to the LNER Preservation Society after helping on the South West Railway, but had to wait to let you pass. I'll see you later. The journey for the three engines went without any further mishap.
I did ask Gordon if he will see my brother Christopher while on the mainland.
I didn't know you had a brother. I thought you were the only J50 left.
I thought so too after I heard my brothers and sisters were scrapped, but I was very happy to hear that he was rescued by the LNAR Preservation Society after being withdrawn. We also sent postcards to each other so he can know about what I had been up to.
But we don't have hands.
Well, our crews do the letters and write down what I say to him.
But will he be coming to the display at Tidmouth?
I'm not sure. We did have a reunion right after he was preserved, but that was before you came here.
Meanwhile, Edward, Gordon and Hen were continuing their way to York. They puffed through Carnforth, where Thomas spent the night on his trip to York back in 1990. Nighttime when they arrived at Preston. We'll park you in a nearby shed and we'll sleep in a hotel for the night.
Do you know any place we can sleep for the night?
Sure do. There's this little shed over there.
Thanks.
As the engine's crews left to spend the night in the hotel, one of the diesels spoke. You must be the Free Railway Engines. We've heard of you from the books that the Reverend Awdry wrote.
And the television series Britt Allcroft created in the 80s.
That too. We've seen tons of kids carrying toys of you and Thomas around.
You're a colorful bunch.
I don't recall seeing you before. What's your name?
Well, I'm Annalise, better known as the Forgotten Engine.
What do you mean by the Forgotten Engine?
Oh, now I remember.
Before then, I was built at the same time as my brother, Chalcedonian Railway number 123. We were a great pair since being built in 1886, well, until 1935 when we both were withdrawn from service. Unlike him, who was set aside for preservation, I was sent to the scrapyard for some time until one day in 1845, just after Eagle and Shamus left to build the Southwest Railway, your Sir Bertram Topapat the First bought me to help you out on your railway. It was also during the same time you returned to Sodor after helping rebuild Barrow Station.
I remember that. Hero was also sent in as my replacement for the time being, but when Japan went to war with Britain, replacement parts for Hero couldn't be ordered, which is how he got left in a siding for a long time.
Can you please not interrupt me when I'm talking?
Oh, my bad.
Anyways, I was taking passengers and goods on the main line, however. Nobody knew I was there besides staff on the rare occasion. But then, the other people and engines' attention, notably during the restoration of the Great Waterton, and when you, Thomas, Edward, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby, and Doug were sent to the mainland for display, but nothing worked. As more engines came to Sodor, I was sent to the Southwest Railway as the 50s was coming to a close. After that, I was transferred to another railway before ending up here in Ribble Steam Railway as a shunter. But nobody still cares about me.
Well, I feel pretty bad for you.
Over the fact no one cares about my miserable existence.
Well, no, mainly due to how you must felt rather underappreciated on Sodor back then.
Once I get back to Sodor after the Railtour is done, I'll tell Philip that you were the engine he was referring to.
You will?
Yes, but now it's time to sleep. We have 2 days of the Railtour ahead of us.
Indeed, little Edward. Good night, Henry.
Good night, Gordon.
I mustn't soften up. This will blow my cover and ruin my revenge plan.
What was that?
Nothing.
That's weird. I feel something's up with her.
Very soon, my revenge plan will be put into action and I'll make sure they'll never arrive at York.
Early the next morning, as Edward, Henry and Gordon woke up, ready for day 2 of the Railtour, Edward saw Annalise wasn't there.
That's funny.
What's wrong, Edward?
It appears Annalise has disappeared. She was right next to me last night, and I could have sworn she said something about a revenge plan.
So, she could be planning something evil?
And delay our train to York?
Sounds like it. Maybe the trip to York will clear my smoke box.
Excellent. Now for them to fall into my trap, so they'll never get to work.
Do you know where there's a coal bunker and a water tank?
There's some over here. They're for the engines on the Ribble Steam Railway, but you're more than welcome to use them.
Thank you.
I have a water tender which I received after I lost the Wild Nor'Wester to Pip and Ebba, and gave my new express train called the Shooting Star, so I won't have to worry about it.
Edward was the first to be filled up with more coal and water. After his tender was full, he buffered up to the coaches and waited for Gordon and Henry. Hey, you must be Edward, right?
Sure am.
I heard all about you and the others on Sodor.
You have?
Yep. I was introduced to the stories that the Finn clergyman wrote about you on Shining Time Station, which was over in America, and as a kid, I really wanted to go to Sodor to meet you, Thomas, and the other engines. I'm currently on a vacation to the UK, but as soon as I heard about the Railtour to the National Rail Museum in New York being pulled by you, Henry, and Gordon, I immediately booked tickets for it. Meanwhile, Henry was almost done filling up on coal and water when
Oi! Oi! What's going on?
Get out of that, Henry and Gordon!
What's that for?
That will make sure you will be unable to get to York.
Well, that's really stupid. It's almost time for the Railtour to start and we'll be late.
I just got word from Gordon and Henry's crew, and that they said that the two have been trapped by some trucks, and it's nearly time for the train to start. They won't have enough time to free them before the train leaves, so you will have to do it on your own. Do you think you'll be able to do it? You are an old engine, no offence.
I'm sure I can. I did manage to rescue James and 2 boys filled with his controls. Not to mention when I brought my train home with a broken crank pin.
You may be old, but you sure have lots of determination. The guard blew his whistle, and Edward puffed away.
Don't worry, Edward. Once we get out of this, we'll soon catch up.
Last, I forgot about Edward. Well, that put a dent to my revenge scheme. Now it's time for Plan B. I'll do it at Sally Bridge.
Edward continued his way down the line without trouble. He was sure to get the Railtour to the next station.